and welcome to an episode of Three Crones and the Woo Woo Podcast. I am Gayle Nicholson, and I am here today with Krista Ducharme and Joanne Angel Barry Colon. We are the Three Crones, and we're so happy you found us at this little bit off date and time this week. Joanne, how are you doing today? It's kind of early for our night owl.
Yes, it sure is. But I'm good. Yes, our viewers are going to definitely see a different side of me today. I will try to keep it as high vibration as I can. It has absolutely nothing to do with low frequency energy. It just has all to do with I am a night owl. And mornings are just not my thing, but I'm here and I'm dressed. My hair is done. I got a little lipstick on. And hey, I think that's a plus for someone that doesn't get up. Well, I do get up early. I just don't communicate this early. and interesting enough, thanks to the pandemic, I haven't really had to get outside this early. So when you get to mope around in your house, well, not mope around, but you get to move around in your house, you don't have to really get going and whatever not. So yeah. But that's me. But it's okay. I'm actually feeling really good. Energetically, I'm excited. And I'm excited for 2021. So, yeah. So I won't take up all the space today because, you know, Krista has some things to share too.
Krista's got some amazing stuff to share. How are you doing, Krista? This is actually like a normal time. We're not like putting you to bed right after the show.
I actually have natural sunlight coming in.
You do? That's awesome.
It is. It's really good. I am so happy to be here. I am loving it. I love the fact that we're in new moon energy, the first new moon of 2021. So yes. I was waiting for Joanne to get excited about that, but I'll be excited for all of us.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I was going to get excited about it when I talked about it. But anyway.
Well, you know, I'll be excited now and then you can be excited in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so it's awesome. It's definitely an interesting time for us. In terms of Europe, I have to share this. Mm-hmm. So our lockdown here in the Netherlands got kicked out a bit, but Germany is going to be kicked out even further. It looks that the premier or prime minister of Germany is talking about really kicking it out until the spring.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, yeah, but their numbers have been just of exposure and death have just been skyrocketing. So again, just embracing this togetherness. It's what I keep saying. I'm embracing my togetherness, and I'm using it as an opportunity to select my word of the year, because I know it's already, we're 13 days in. Usually I've selected it before the year begins. This year I am just.
So you haven't selected yet?
I think I am. I've narrowed it down. I know I'm doing a workshop tomorrow on it, right? So no, I know. So here, I'll show you guys. I was getting ready to post this. I was out and I've been writing down words and trying to figure it out which one I want and reasons for them and, you know, wrapping my head around it. So, and it was really funny as I'm doing the list. I thought I narrowed it down to 2. And have you guys ever narrowed something down to 2 things? Made a list to make sure that you're getting clear, and suddenly you go, that's not what I want. This is what I want. So now I have a whole new one that came in.
You know, as a matter of fact, that's exactly how my mother taught me to pick a boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay. But Krista, if you like, I have about 30 words you can use if you want.
Well, you can share them if you want. I mean, I have it narrowed. I had a big list of words, and then I just narrowed them, and I've been narrowing it down because I set my intention. but I always love seeing people's words, and I'd love it if you want to share it, and then I can share it on because the workshop I'm doing tomorrow is online. Everyone's invited. You're all welcome to come, because Facebook won't be locking me out again.
Oh, good.
Did they lock you
Well,
out?
for some, yeah, it was this really weird thing. We've been having this problem. We have a community Facebook page here where we can buy and sell things. Okay. And it's like Facebook Market, except it's pretty much narrowed down to the NATO members, right?
Yeah.
And I was listing something, and I got supposedly in trouble for listing something. I didn't realize listing a blender would get me in trouble, but
Oh, I think because in some of those groups, you cannot ask for payment for something in the Facebook, because that takes it into Facebook Business and blah, blah, blah. So there's like really strict rules. You can't say, hey, give me $5 for this in some of the groups that I'm in.
Yeah. This is the marketplace, but it was really weird. I'll mention that to them because we've been having problems as a group, but then we noticed that it's been affecting everything else, if that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe they don't have the
people's
group
personal
the right
pages.
Way.
And that very well could be. And I want to be very careful because I do not want to volunteer for that
job. You've noticed that too. Oh, I have suggestions for improvements. Oh, great. Go implement them.
Yes. Here. Yes, I am that person. I say, hey, look, this is a great idea. And I know if you do ABC just like this. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's awesome. So good.
How are you doing, Miss Gayle?
Oh my God. I'm actually doing fairly well. Now, this has just been like a whirlwind week. We've got the 7-Figure Summit that launched on Monday. My first presenter warned me ahead of time that his wife was scheduled for a C-section on Wednesday, so we scheduled him early so that it wouldn't be a problem. Guess whose water broke that morning at 7:30 a.m.? Oh, so we have a beautiful, awesome. Yes, we have a beautiful new member of the world. Her name is Olivia Jane. Mama is doing well. Daddy's doing well. Big sister Piper is going to meet her today. So all of that's very exciting. So the second half of the first day, that wasn't part of the pre-recorded interview, the live AMA, that got put off till this coming Monday. So I extended the ticket sales for it, and I put up a new promo code in case anybody wants to come in a day or two late. I'll still send them all of the information that everybody else has gotten. And they'll still get that Monday Ask Me Anything too, live. But if you want to go and get tickets, it's bit.ly/ and of course bit.ly is always bit.ly / 7-Figure Sunrise Summit. Figure, Sunrise, and Summit are capitalized. Everything else is lowercase. You know how bit.lys are very specific, right? Very. And then the code is Sunrise 7. So until midnight tonight, you can still get in. That code will give you a 25% off on your ticket. And you'll get all of the interviews pre-recorded, the lives, recordings of the lives that have already happened, and a whole bunch of stuff, a resource guide and everything. So join us if you can. So all of that has been amazing, but I'm very low energy because I've always had this cellular memory in January. There was just so much that collapsed in my life on January that I just... I do the best that I can, and it's winter time, and I'm not getting as much direct sunlight, so I just want to sit and be silent and not really say much of anything at all. And it's like, okay, no. I've got to pull myself forward. I've got to be out here, because when I'm out here with you guys, look at me, I'm happy. I haven't even had a full cup of coffee yet. I'm fine. Right? When I sit in there alone or doing my computer work or whatever, Oh my God, the voices in my head, they're mean. Just absolutely mean.
That's called the bully and the mean girl. Yeah, you need to give them a different job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get
unravel my shredded wheats for me.
The darkness, it can really wreak havoc. In January, it just seems so, I mean, because December, we have the brightness of the Christmas lights, and you have brightness of everyone being cheery. And then you have the January, just, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Gayle, two oils I can recommend to you that can help elevate your low energy of January.
What you got?
One is for the heart, which is really, it sounds really weird, but lime.
Really?
Lime right on the heart center, rub it across the heart, and that will help you get exhilarated, and the citrus scent will really lift your energy. Nice. And then also passion right on the throat. So those internal voices you're hearing will start speaking more kindly to you as opposed to being so mean.
Nice. I like it. Now, where do I find something like passion oil? It sounds like a blend to me.
Yes. Well, to start off with, I'm an advocate of doTERRA because they're a more high quality oil.
Okay.
And I do want to state for our viewers who are actually watching or listening, I do not recommend buying your oils in the store like Walgreens, Walmart, or whatever stores by you. Definitely high quality oils, especially if you're going to be using them topically on the skin. And if you do have sensitive skin, Gayle, you can apply a little coconut oil on as a carrier oil, so your skin won't get upset by you.
Yeah. At me?
Yeah. Yeah, at you, yes. At you. Get upset at you. Exactly. So you rather than the inner voices getting annoyed with you,
right.
Your skin will. Yeah.
Your skin will.
Carrier oil would be recommended. But again, yes, I highly recommend doTERRA as the high quality oils. There's many oils out there that are online, but I've done a lot of research on oils, and I've used 2 in the past, and out of the 2, I've narrowed it down to using doTERRA, and I have nothing bad to say about them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, nor do I. I use doTERRA as well. I'm one of their advocates. As a matter of fact, I just sent an order in. But yeah, and so for me, I agree. I've been using essential oils for 25 years now, and I have them from all around the world, and I've used them for many different ways. But I really appreciate doTERRA. So yeah,
nice.
Definitely.
Actually, my daughter used to be an associate for doTERRA as well, and I got addicted to that orange shampoo that they have. It's really good, really good, and I have fussy hair because it's very fine, but there's a lot of it. So it normally it would like get greasy the next day. But as you guys know, with the doTERRA shampoos and stuff, you don't necessarily wash your hair every day. Yeah. And then once you reset your scalp from being set or being like used to that and then overproducing oils, it stops overproducing the oils. And it's like, this was a secret revealed to me in my late 40s that was amazing because I've never been able to go more than 1 day without washing my hair because it just gets very thin and stringy. So,
but you would love my ritual.
Yeah.
I don't wash my hair.
Yeah. I can't get away with that. We don't have the same texture, my dear.
No, not at all. Yeah, I mean, not so the viewers do not get confused. My hair, yes, touches water. It goes in water, but I do not put shampoos nor conditioners, not even the doTERRA products in my hair. In reference to shampoos and conditioner, what's in my hair are oils. Of every oil, I have rosemary, lang lang, peppermint, lavender goes into my hair, and sometimes even a little bit of frankincense when I'm applying it onto my third eye.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I love rosemary in my hair. Yeah. I don't know if anybody, it's awesome because then when the wind blows, If you're outside, you get this beautiful scent of rosemary. Oh yeah, I love. Okay, we could talk about oils all day,
right?
couldn't
It's
we?
like,
Exactly.
this is awesome. I had no idea we were going to talk about oils today.
Exactly. And I like to leave the viewers with one last thing on the note of oils in reference to rosemary, because there's many benefits where it actually helps the hair to grow. It helps, slows down the process of graying, and also improves memory. So if you're having one of those days where you have brain fog, rosemary is really good for those days where you're having the brain fog and also can't remember where your glasses are when they're on top of your head.
Yep. Yeah, and we suffer from, well, just, metabolically at the moment. So it does help tremendously.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right,
On the note of rosemary.
We've got a couple of things to institute. So I'm wondering how we want to do this, because we have a winner of last week's giveaway to announce. We've got another giveaway to announce. Shall we do this before or after our segments, ladies?
Let's do them after the segments, because then it will keep people watching longer.
In suspense.
Yeah.
Hang on. Because it's going to be awesome. Oh, and if anybody's watching, because I can't right now, here's one of the things you can do. Share with your friends. Hit the share button. Comment with those likes. Give us hearts, people. I'm going to do a Justin Bieber thing here. Give us hearts.
Yes. We actually, CJ Ives is watching. And so please share, CJ. Hello. And I'm so glad that you joined us, because you're one of my favorite people lately. CJ actually invited me to become a part of, hold on, my leash.
Okay. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, sorry.
She's got the Rona.
Yeah, no. No.
CJ Ives invited me to become part of this book. And it's called Hold On to Your Soul. And I can't remember exactly how many stories are in it from women who have overcome a lot in their life and kind of beaten the streets, so to speak, stayed away from being homeless or came back from being homeless. And I'm in here. Wow. So it's called Hold On to Your Soul. It's edited by CJ Ives Lopez, and you can get it on Amazon. So I just want to give her a quick plug there. Quick plug.
Awesome.
All right.
You're plugging you too, because you're in it.
Yeah, I guess so. Don't tell me that. I'll stop doing it.
No, but it's a good thing. I was going to say it's a good thing. Women empowering women is just like phenomenal, right? The energy and the synergy that's created when we do that is amazing. So
it really, really is. All right. Definitely. Speaking of energy and synergy, the stars out there be doing some stuff, and now is a really good time to go into Joanne's weekly guide to galactic empowerment.
Yes. And as Krista was saying, and very true to be saying, we are in new moon energy. Yay! I'm so freaking excited. Now, as many people who do know me, such as friends and clients, I'm always saying that this is a very powerful time. This moon is powerful. Everyone says to me, you always say that. But no, really, this particular moon, out of all the moons in 2021, is extremely powerful. For the one reason is it's the first new moon of 2021. That's the first reason. Secondly, it's literally in the alignment of a lot of energy that is about to burst open as of today, tomorrow, and moving into January 20th, as we call it, the age of Aquarius. So there is a lot of things riding on this new moon. Now, if you are not somebody who sets intentions or does a vision board or dreams, well, wake the hell up. It's time to do it.
Yes.
It's time to do it, because I'm not going to want to hear, nor Krista, and I'm sure Gayle is not neither, going to want to hear you whining at the end of 2021 saying, I didn't get anything done, or I didn't manifest my desires. Shame on you, because 2021 is all about that. This is a year for change. And this is the moon, the new moon, that's going to implement that. It's literally putting your phone to charge full force so you can be in alignment to those things that you wish to create. Now, it's very good to sit down, pen to paper, and write down those intentions. But if all you do is write down those intentions and that's it, you're not doing anything. Yeah. You need the action. You need the action. And this new moon's energy is going to help you with that. So whether you want to do a full-grown, full-out new moon ritual, or you just really want to go to the store, maybe get yourself a candle, light it up, say a little prayer, talk to whomever it is you want to talk to, and put that energy out there to your intentions, and then give yourself permission to do 5 little tiny steps to those intentions. 5, just 5. 5's not a lot when you have a list of 100. Like I know Krista and myself, and I believe Gayle does too. So we have that list of things that we want to manifest in 2021. But the only way that's going to happen is utilizing this amazing energy that we do have going on today. Now, to top off that new moon amazing energy, tomorrow, January 14th, that's tomorrow. Yeah. Our planet Uranus is going direct. Now, that planet has been retrograde since September. And I like to refer to that planet as the planet of the midlife crisis.
Well, there's a whole lot of jokes that'll go with that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole process to that particular planet is really about self-reflecting of who am I, why am I here, what am I supposed to be doing while I'm here. Which is why having that planet go direct the day after the new moon, oh my God, it's literally a gift from the universe, because it's going to literally open everything up for you. So while you're here, who are you and what are you supposed to be doing? Spend tonight in that intention with the new moon and you will get those answers. And your midlife crisis will slowly begin to dwindle away, because you'll start to friggin' figure out who you are.
I think we should do the shows early in the morning forever now. Yeah. This is hilarious.
And I found it so interesting that this planet went retrograde in the year that I turned 50. Now, again, theoretically, I think the symbolicness is when anyone turns 50, it's almost like a midlife crisis, because you're mid through your life, so to speak. Mm-hmm. I mean, I plan to be here a lot longer, so hey. But anyway, so it just fell right into play. Mm-hmm. So utilizing the new moon's energy and this amazing Uranus going direct, you're going to start to see, feel, sense, touch this amazing new you. Really, it's going to be a new you. You're going to look in the mirror come Friday morning, which is so fun because Friday is Venus Day. And what a beautiful day to look in the mirror and see yourself as this new, beautiful, blossoming queen or king that you are. Isn't that amazing how this just like falls right into play? However, guys and ladies, you do need to sit in this moon tonight, because if you don't, you're not going to get fully charged. And if you don't get fully charged, you're not going to appreciate this energy coming in tomorrow. And as many of us are wishing and hoping away 2020's energy, unless you do this work, 2021 is going to feel a hell of a lot like 2020. except it's going to have a bigger zinger to it. It's going to be like that hangover because you haven't done the work. So
now, would it be helpful also to take a few select crystals out into the moonlight tonight and, you know, superpower them to have those intentions unfold?
Oh yeah, well, new moon is always a great time to pull out our crystals. I mean, you can turn around and take all your crystals in your entire home and just take them outside and put them out there.
But I just did that with the full moon.
Well,
There's a lot of rocks to drag around in my house.
You could do it with both, and you can also use your intuition and have your intuition guide you to the crystals that you wish to take outside with you. So you don't necessarily have to take all of them. Now, if you're like me, and I can only speak for myself, my intuition would probably say, okay, where do I start? And want to get a big old hefty garbage bag to take it outside with me, not to throw in the garbage, but to spread it out onto my grass so it can sit in that energy. And also for our viewers, so you don't get confused. We don't get to see the new moon. You don't look up and it's there. You don't get this beautiful, beautiful light in the sky. It's very different than the full moon. Where the full moon, we get to see that beautiful, beautiful light. New moon, no, we don't get to see that. That's aligned, so we don't get to see that. So if you're going out and you're looking for it and you get disappointed because you don't see it, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it, but you're not going to see it. So don't get disappointed if you go outside hoping to see this beautiful moon and say, well, the 3 Crones said it would be out tonight. Where is it? No.
Yeah, and that's the weird part, because it is there. We're just blocking the sunlight from it. For the longest time, I used to think that when we had a new moon, the moon was just on the other side of the planet. We couldn't see it, right? I did, but yeah.
But we can definitely feel the energy of this new moon, and we'll also feel it. Many of us might actually have started to feel it like three days before, and then we'll continue to feel this energy 3 days later. So today is Wednesday, so give and take by Saturday, the energy will start to dwindle. And also, I do want to make a notation when we talk about the energy of the moon. It does reflect our emotions. And this moon is in Capricorn energy, by the way. I think that's important. Yeah. And happy birthday to those Capricorns out there. But because it does reflect the emotions, recognize that your emotions are going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use the word flared up, but you're going to
intensified.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. You're going to definitely feel your emotions. So be aware of that.
Yeah.
Be aware.
Gotcha. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. This is really exciting. And I agree with you as far as the year of your 50th birthday. It's definitely mid-Christ, but it doesn't, or midlife, but it doesn't have to be a crisis. It can be a celebration. My 50th year, I went to Vegas 8 times and saw like 16 Manilow concerts. That was my congratulations, you lived past the age of 18 after all.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's awesome.
All right. Yeah. So are you ready, Miss Krista?
I am, and I think Ramage is now too.
Awesome. All right, so we have Dalmation stone today. Tell us all about it.
Yes, we do. We have our crystal of the week is Dalmation stone. And I have to say that it is really fitting for the energy. Now, I was reading other astrologers' energy just earlier in the week because I was intrigued by what everybody was saying. And of course, Joanne brings in her side, and it's very interesting as well. And because I picked all these stones, well, as you know, Gayle, because I sent you the list in mid-December, right? Right. For me, I am just always blown away when I post the stone and I go, holy snapdragon, that's right? Perfect.
I've had a few of those moments.
Yeah, right? I know. So this is one of them. And it was really funny. I have this amazing picture, don't I, of my Dalmatian stone?
Yes, you do.
Don't I? It's really amazing. All right, you guys ready to see the truth?
Yeah.
Of my Dalmatian stone?
Yes.
You guys are going to love this. Hold on to your hat.
Oh my gosh. He's so beauty.
It's a chip. I only have Dalmatian stone chips. I bought the Dalmatian stone. I had a nice size one for my oldest son who has it. He no longer lives here, right? He has a stone with him. And then I had another one that I usually have a bowl by the door of crystals, and I give them to people as I think that they need them. And it was really funny. I think I gave that Dalmatian stone the week we moved from Washington State. So it sat in there for years in this bowl. So it was really kind of funny. But it is an awesome stone. So Dalmatian stone is a yin and yang stone, not one that people will think of as a yin and yang, a balancing stone, because of its multicolor. We have a tendency to think more of yin and yang as black and white. So therefore, like a snowflake obsidian or zebra marble, or, there are many other kind of stones that really trigger off this thought of yin and yang. But one of the things that came up, and I pulled it out of the Crystal Spirit Guidebook, because it's funny, finding information on Dalmatian stone is very
sparse.
Definitely, yeah. It's not an easy stone to find information on. So this is the card that comes in this oracle deck. So you can see what the Dalmatian stone looks like there. And I'll post that here after our program. But the part that really got me was not just that it's a balancer, and not that it's just yin and yang, especially with the energies that are going right now. I think we all need that balancing. But what I loved, the essential meaning that was put in here, which was then verified elsewhere as well. But it's about playfulness. It's about reminding to connect to that childlike joy, enthusiasm, that enthusiasm for life, and to find the absurdity in a situation, because sometimes we get all wrapped up. Have you ever had yourself so wrapped up in something? And Kevin called me out on this the other day. He was saying something, I don't even remember what it was, but I was getting spun up like a top, And he's watching me, and he's just like, oh my gosh, do you see yourself spinning up? And then he said something really was contrary to what he said that got me all worked up and got me all spun up. And I just busted out laughing, because it was just one of those absurd moments. And we all, no matter where we think we are, we all can get into that place where, whether it's the gremlins in our head, or the mean girl, or the bully, or just our negative self-talk can bring us down the spiral. But when someone interjects something that has nothing to do with what we're spiraling about, it can just I don't want to say it derails you, but it brings you back to your reality, really what reality is.
Yeah.
And that's what Dalmatian stone does, is it brings us back to this moment, and to plugging back in, and to remembering the importance of being here, the importance of being now, the importance of not letting, not living in our ghost land past, if that makes sense. Those parts where we have a tendency to go to and think, well, remember when it was that was my golden years, and that was, the best time of my life. Really, was it the best time of your life? Or how about being here, being now, being present, right? Maybe that can be the best time of your life. It's all how you look at it. So the part that really got me when I read it, what Colette Baron Reed wrote in this, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, But there is this one part that I am going to read, and then I'm going to mention another thing, is when connecting to the spirit and the Dalmation stone, we need to think that we are not just here to survive. The stone asks us to dance, sing, laugh, play, and enjoy life. Savor what it feels like to be alive. So we're all still in this energy of struggling to let go of 2020, right? With everything. But this is reminding us that 2021 is here. We aren't here just to survive. We're here to thrive. We're here to experience life. Life is not meant to be difficult. Life is meant to be full of joy, full of emotion. Yes, emotions do include joy. It doesn't just include, the bad stuff. And we have a tendency, to get caught in that, and where we can spend, well, there we go. I'm all done with that now. Where we can, I'm all done. But, so I know, isn't that pretty funny? But one of the other things, that I wanted to just mention, because I did have a hard time finding additional information on Dalmatian stone, is that it is sourced out of Mexico. Which just for me, it's like, wow. Usually when the stones are sourced from, I always think Central America and South America, that they're a little more abundant. I just must not be looking in the right place. So I do recommend going and finding this stone, because I've been playing even with my little chips that I have. And I'll show you, they actually live in what I call my crystal bowl of wonder. And I will have to show you guys that one day. But I've been playing with these this week, and I have to tell you, they are a lot of fun. And I keep thinking of the dogs, the 101 Dalmatians, although Cruella de Vil isn't very fun. But
have you ever had a Dalmatian dog?
No, I have friends who have had them. They're really high strung.
Yeah. Dumb as a box of rocks.
I'm not they're not I like dogs like German Shepherds, Labradors.
Well, I don't want anybody to think that I don't like Dalmatians. They're adorable. They're sweet.
They are.
They're good dogs, but they're also dumb as a box of rocks. You just got to deal with that as their owner.
Yeah. No, for me, where I was going is I like to be able to give little guidance and tell my dogs what to do, and they just do it.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like Akitas, because instinctually they do their thing, and you don't have to. If you train them right the first time, you don't really have to do a whole lot of maintenance training as they get older. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so can I give one thing about going out tonight with the new moon?
Absolutely.
So intuitively take what I like to bring out and play with during a new moon are things like labradorite. It has flash in it. Things like moonstone, more flash. It connects with the moon energy and all the colors of moonstone. And yes, there are multiple colors of moonstone. I also like to bring out and play with the new moon energy with selenite. Mm-hmm. Even though you're like, but Krista, that's really white and it connects, illuminates. But that's why I like to bring it out in the new moon. It works both with new moon energy and full moon energy. It does two different things. So if you're wanting to go sit out there and you can't figure out what stone, don't be intimidated and be discouraged, or throw your hands up and say, that's it, I can't go out because I just can't figure it out. See, if you have a moonstone, if you have selenite, like I said, labradorite's a good one. Maybe you don't have that, but you have a tiger's eye.
Yeah, anything with a chatoyancy, right?
Yeah, anything, I call it the flash.
Yeah.
is a great one to go out. And one day we'll talk about the story behind the flash and the stones.
Fantastic.
There's actually a story.
Quick question.
Yes,
Baltic amber. Would
Yes,
that be
ma'am.
a good one to take out with the new moon tonight?
I would take out Baltic amber anytime, all the time, especially I would. So it is so funny because it's a sunstone.
Uh-huh.
It actually is a sunstone. But if you are somebody who suffers from seasonal depression, it should be your best friend.
Nice.
You should wear it all the time.
Nice.
Yes.
Well,
new moon, full moon.
That's absolutely perfect, because I want to introduce to everyone our brand new sponsor for Three Crones and the Woo Woo. Please reach out to Sue Paquin at Class Act Imports. She does authentic Baltic amber jewelry, as I'm sure you all know. And we talked about this last week in that this is called an adult teether. And since I received it and I've been wearing it, the pinched nerve and muscle spasm in my back has seriously diminished. And, I reached out to her to get one because of Bill's accident. And Bill's not a jewelry guy. He's not a jewelry guy, but apparently he's gotten enough benefit from this necklace that I had to extend it for him, but it was like itching at the back of his thing because of the extender. So we went yesterday to a jewelry store to see if we could get a proper extender because he wants to continue wearing this necklace. You have no idea how much of a breakthrough this is in jewelry for him.
Sue Paquin has extenders for that.
Yes, and I ended up reaching out to her because the lady at the jewelry store is like, yeah, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
I'm happy to take your money, but this is what you need to do.
Yeah. I was like, I know, I have the solution for that. So I was going to just show, this is Baltic amber and it was one piece. And then Sue Paquin's grand kitty, that's my cat. Because Sue Paquin, she's my mom, decided to help me and knocked it on the floor. But she has a couple of these left right now. And they're what they are is polished pieces of amber. And I'll tell you what, they are a joy to just hold.
I'll bet.
I just say, and I absolutely love it. So now I have two pieces to hold, one for each hand.
See, look at that. Two worry stones right there. Awesome stuff.
So,
yeah, definitely. I was going to say something about that, but that piece was beautiful. Oh, a massage wand kind of thing too. That would be really, really good for that.
You can get them, and when eventually we open up, I will be going to actually the amber. I'll be going to do some of the shopping for Class Act Imports and the Baltic amber. So that is one of those things that I actually plan to be looking for.
Fantastic. Awesome. So yes, please reach out to Sue and get yourself some Baltic amber, because if you're a crone like us, those aches and pains, it really helps. It just does. And you don't have to take the Tylenol day after day and ruin your liver, anything that works. All right. Let's talk a little bit about confidence today with Gayle's creative commands.
That's a great word.
Isn't it though? Isn't it? As I'm looking at and thinking about the words and what I want to talk about and stuff like that, you've run across certain quotes, you've run across certain perspectives, and you really got to think them through and go, but really though, And one of the things that I ran across is that confidence comes from a sense of accomplishment. Right? And that seems logical to us, our rational mind. But when you look at how behavior plays out, it's not necessarily true. The most accomplished singer in the world, well, one of them, Barbra Streisand, has debilitating stage fright. If accomplishment bred confidence. Wouldn't the stage fright go away after how many, 20, 30, 40, 50 years in the business? So that's not necessarily true. But when I look at my granddaughter, who will get up on the couch and stand up and say, hey, and before you're even fully turned back to her, she is leaping into your arms because she knows I will do everything in my power to keep her from hitting the ground, right? That's confidence. That is having the trust in the world, the universe, your environment, that you can take that leap and you're not going to crash and burn. Something, somehow, some way, whether it's God or a human being God's hands in the moment, is going to catch you before you crash and burn. You might even end up spinning around the room like you're flying. You might be gently placed down where you belong. Doesn't matter. Have the confidence to take that leap and trust in 2021 that the universe will be there with that set of wings, safety net, cushy foam pit. But you'll be able to do what it is that you can do if you allow yourself to take that leap. Have the confidence that it's not just you that you're depending on. It's all of your angels. It's all of your guides. It's all of those souls that are here to be there for you and challenge you and support you and lift you up and collaborate with you. 2020 has got us into a sense of thinking that we are our own little islands. We're being fed our own point of view through Facebook. Anything that challenges our version of the world is now become outside of the tribe, all of that. That's not true. That's not real life. That is a program that we're being fed. Don't buy into it. Have the confidence to trust the universe. Have the confidence to trust your fellow person. And be the community that this planet needs to fully enter the age of Aquarius with fun and joy and adventure and all of those things. And I promise you, if you do that, we won't be hearing you whining at the end of the year. We will be hearing you hooting your celebrations at the end of the year, that this has been the best year ever because you had the confidence to take the actions to make it so.
That's right.
So, with
Amen
that, with that, oh gosh. So please, I never know how to end my segment and move on to something else. What do either of you have to say about all of this?
About confidence it is about trusting. It really, the way you put it is trusting, having the confidence of trusting your support network, whatever it might be, your support, or just trusting yourself, your own intuition. That is confidence. And so, yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that word. That is really good.
And if you don't
I think Chris just got some stuff.
Well, it's about, for me, it's related to courage, and it's a lot of it just comes from, we all, you hit the nail on the head about sitting alone, working on the computer or alone in your room or whatever it might be, when those inner voices come in and they tamper out that confidence, right? Or they tamper out, they bring in all the negative Nelly. The negative Nelly into what it is you're trying to do. And I was like, I can.
Joanne, what were you going to say?
And for those who don't have the confidence and you're living in fear, use the fear, because the fear could be really powerful as well, to step into the fear and asking yourself, if I were just to take my fear and apply it, what can come out of it?
Yeah.
And when you find out that there's always two sides to that what if. Well, what if it doesn't work out? And what if it does?
Right.
But you're never going to know unless you try. And even if it means it scares the willies out of you, go ahead and do it anyway. And when you do it the very first time, you'll realize that the very first time, like, wow, that wasn't as bad as I thought, and I feel really damn good about myself for doing it. So you might want to apply it again and again and again. And before you know it, you're stepping out of the fear and you're moving into that confidence and trust, because trust is the big thing. And when you can start to learn to trust what I like to call our intuition of the believing that whatever it is you want to move into, that you're afraid of, you're literally following your intuition and you're following your guides. And as long as you're following your guides, you can't go wrong. You really can't. Your guides are going to be there and they're going to hold your hand. They may let you hold just a finger, but they're going to let you They're going to let you hold something, but definitely do it. Definitely.
Nice. As you're talking, I remembered a metaphor. I guess it's a metaphor. Maybe it's an analogy. I don't know. In my early days in recovery, you start to develop a God of your own understanding in 12-step. And so, of course, being me, I dug in and became a freaking minister.
Okay.
But in that study of what is God, right? Who is God? What do we know about God? What do we think about God? All of that. You run across the group of people that are the ones that fear God, right? And I get that that's a sense of, respect, like act right because, retribution could be painful, right? I get that. But I went through this real sassy phase where I just had this vision of me and the world in a playpen. And I didn't have to fear God because God didn't create anything that could harm me and wouldn't let it near me if there was. Right? Everything that I could possibly want in the world is inside of this playpen that my Creator created for me, right? And I could touch and play with anything that came across my experience because I could trust that my Father in heaven would never create anything that would harm me, right? And it was empowering. Now, I'm not trying to change anybody else's point of view about it or change your beliefs or anything like that, but this freaking works for me.
Good.
Hey.
Hoorah!
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 Awesome. All right, ladies. Well, we're almost to the end of our time today. I want to take a few moments to once again acknowledge our new sponsor, Sue Paquin at Class Act Imports, best authentic Baltic amber that I've ever seen. And I will warn you, please don't be fooled by high-grade plastics and reconstituted dust. A lot of the jewelry that you'll see in like Rue 21, that kind of stuff, is very light. That's that. Baltic amber is light, but you'll feel the difference in your hand, right? And then, of course, the rest of the show is also sponsored by Dimensional Healing with Krista Ducharme, Creative Command Coaching and Consulting, that's me, Gayle Nicholson, and Wholistic Fitness New York with Joanne Angel Barry Colon. All of this supported by GayleNicholson.com. And we have a new distribution plan happening, and it's kind of in flux right now. So you can still find us pretty much everywhere, YouTube, Facebook, and live streaming on GayleNicholson.com. But we are exploring new places to plant the show. We've been approached by a couple of different television type entities. So we'll be exploring that, and we'll let you know where you can turn on the TV and find us again soon. All right?
Yes.
So thank you. What, Krista?
We forgot to announce the winner.
Oh, you did. We did, didn't we? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
And the next giveaway.
Oh, gosh, yes. Let's do that. We have 5 minutes. All right, so.
We have time.
We have time. We can do this. We have the technology. All right, so who wants to do it?
Well, I'll let you do it, or Joanne do it. And then, because I'm the one who's doing the next giveaway.
Okay. Okay.
Gail, you're going to have to do it.
Okay. All right. So we have picked a winner, and the winner for last week's giveaway, in which you will receive a copy of The Courageous Self-Love Journey, which was edited by Erica Glessing. Again, it's a collaborative book. There's like 10 or 12 stories from different women inside, all about, in this case, it's that path of learning how to love yourself again. And it's actually my 50th birthday midlife celebration. That's the story that's in here.
How appropriate.
Yeah. So the good copy of this will be going out to, drum roll please, Tracy Paquin. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and sharing last week's broadcast. Now, if you would like to be a part of this week's giveaway that Krista's going to announce in just a minute, all you got to do is like, comment, and share this week's broadcast. All right?
That's
so
right.
Over to you, Krista. What you got for us this week?
So I am really excited. I, for years, have been making mojo bags, crystal mojo bags. So I have, this is my favorite. I call it the Negative Nelly Neutralizing Crystal Bag or Mojo Bag. And I am not kidding you. These are awesome. So whoever shares, and comments, gets entered into a drawing, and you will get in the Negative Nelly Neutralizer bag, there is a clear quartz, a smoky quartz, and a black tourmaline. And they're all polished, and it's in a special mix of sage, lavender, and other crystal chips that you can carry with you. You can put it on your desk, wherever your heart desires that you want those negative Nellies to leave you alone.
I love it. I love it. Ooh, that's a really good blend, too. I love that.
It really is, and I'm not kidding you. I have some stories I can use about that I can share. It really works.
Nice.
So yeah, seriously, I really am excited. We got a lot of people doing it last week, so looking forward to seeing how far we can reach this week with everybody sharing, and commenting.
Awesome. And thank you to our audience for visiting with us, hanging out with us during the show, watching later. We've had some people watching on replay. That's awesome too. Yeah. Please tell people about us. At the very least, you can come by once a week and point and laugh. We crack each other up. So we love to have you laughing along. Thank you so very, very, very much for being part of Three Crones and the Woo Woo, and I hope that you have a fantastic week. Next week, we'll be back at our regular date and time, Tuesday at
It's okay.
I don't do well with time zones. What is it, Eastern?
It's 3 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you.
On Tuesday.
Everyone have a fantastic, fantastic week. We'll see you again real soon. Bye.